Welcome to the Archangel Michael on-air show. I'm Michael, your host. Today we'll be talking about the border crisis, and it's getting worse on a daily basis. Biden is doing absolutely nothing to protect the borders. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is calling out the National Guard now on a caravan that is due to hit that border pretty soon. Greg Abbott is also paying the wall with state funds to build the wall. Biden is not sending any troops. The federal government is doing absolutely nothing with all the illegal immigration that's coming through our borders, destroying the sovereignty of the United States. Before, it used to be people coming from Mexico and Central America. Now you got people coming from China, which don't like the United States. You got people coming from the Middle East that don't like the United States. Terrorists that hate the United States. Even our planes from Afghanistan with that fiasco where we left $35 billion in military equipment to the Taliban. Many terrorists came undercover on those planes. But let's watch this video and then we'll get more into detail about the situation.
Hey Tucker, good evening to you. That's right. We're currently about 40 miles inland from the border right now. And believe it or not, this area has turned into one of the biggest hotspots. That's because all the trains out here, the illegal immigrants have been using them in an effort to get further into the United States. We'll show you what we're talking about. Take a look at this wild footage shot right here yesterday by Texas DPS. What you're looking at are Texas state troopers finding 19 illegal immigrants hiding inside of brand new cars that were inside of a train being shipped to the San Antonio area. You can see the troopers looking at those migrants, panning up and down, and it goes to show those migrants will do whatever they can to hide, to evade from law enforcement. Take a look at this second piece of video we embedded with DPS earlier today. This is what we saw today. We came across one train that had more than 20 illegal immigrants who were hiding inside of a coal car, believe it or not, in the blistering heat out here. They were all single adult men. DPS had to get up there and pull them out one by one. There were 23 in total. All of them were arrested and taken to jail for criminal trespassing. They are not being handed over to the federal government. Take a look at this third piece of video. This was just a couple of hours before that incident. We saw more illegal immigrants hitching rides on trains out here. Texas DPS pulled 5 other single adult males off of this train, arrested them as well. They are all going to jail as well. Again, they are not being handed over to Border Patrol. As all of this is happening, there is a brand new migrant caravan down in Mexico heading our way as we speak. Take a look at what happened when they encountered a roadblock from the Mexican government the other day. Take a look. Like a hot knife through butter, you can see they pushed right through that resistance from the Mexican government. And take a look at this video we just shot here about an hour ago in Del Rio. Went up on a DPS helicopter. What you're looking at is the state of Texas is now preparing for this migrant caravan. Governor Greg Abbott is deploying massive amounts of Texas National Guard resources down to the Del Rio International Bridge area. This is the exact same area where we saw those 15,000 Haitians last month. The idea behind this being the state of Texas will step up where the federal government is not securing the border. They say they will not allow another Del Rio situation to happen, so they are pre-positioning resources all along the border there to send the message to those caravans, you will not be allowed into Texas. Texas DPS telling us, unlike the federal government, they will not roll out the red carpet for these caravans. We'll send it back to you.
Man, that's heartening to hear. Bill Malushin, thanks so much.
Keep in mind that reports are coming out of California that the federal government under Biden's regime is removing the walls to allow safe passage for people to cross into our borders. The prophets of the past, Elijah and Isaiah, prophesied that the United States would go down. Now, anybody can cross our borders with the president allowing it to happen. You can have Chinese troops cross over. Certainly, people from the Middle East have already been caught crossing over. And reports are that 1.3 million people have already crossed the border that we're aware about. Those are just the numbers that we're aware about, 1.3 million. There's more that we're not aware about. And let's not forget, while Obama was the president of the United States, he was giving 100,000 visas to Muslims during his presidency a month. So you already have sleeper cells already all around the United States waiting for their partners to come in and take them in so their numbers increase. As their numbers are increasing, it's going to be devastating for the United States. If this administration really cared about the United States, and I'm talking to those who voted for Biden, why is it that your president is allowing all this illegal immigration to come through? The only reason why you would allow that is because you want to destroy this country. So that's something to think about. Now, your president, Biden, always claims he's worried about COVID. If that were really the case, then he would put a stop to all this illegal immigration coming to our country. Because not only can those people be carrying COVID, they could be carrying any disease, Ebola, anything that can harm the sovereignty and health of the citizens of the United States. So it's clear, if you voted for Biden, it's clear that your president wants to destroy this country. And you should be outraged. All the Biden people who voted for Biden should be outraged and doing everything they can to take the tyrant that they voted into office out of office. This president does not care for your sovereignty. This president does not care for you to have the right to bear arms. This president doesn't care whether you get COVID or not because he's allowing all these people to come in unchecked, unmonitored, untested. This country is going down. But the reason I moved to Texas is because out of all the states in the United States, this state will be the last to fall. Texas can take care of itself. It has the oil, resources, and ports to do it. People are going to want to migrate out here, and sooner or later, all these borders are going to be closed. The time to prepare is now. This country is being given away by a president that does not care for it, nor the Constitution of the United States. Thank you to all, and have a blessed day in the name of Jesus.
Respected and admired, but not what I see. deadly